John, do you have an update on Casey?
No update on Casey. No update on as far as he's. The update on Casey, I guess, would be he's going to speak with the surgeon, and he'll have that conversation, and we'll take it from there. Obviously he left the game. He has some soreness, and before we do anything, we want to make sure we're doing the right things with that. So he'll have a conversation with the surgeon, and we'll go from there. That is the update, I guess.
The surgeon who gets stitches.
Correct. Yeah.
So he went back to Buffalo already?
I'm not sure if he's here or is on his way back. Good question. Lots of moving parts, Lance.
Is Tage in?
Tage will be in, yeah.
Any other lineup changes?
No, we'll have Tage in, and who else were we missing? Asplin back in. And we'll have one extra that I can't give you the final lineup because one's going to come out. So.
Sounds like Craig was first off the ice. Craig Anderson.
Yeah, he'll go, obviously.
How did you feel after the win? Because obviously the whole week was about how he was going to react to practices. And
you know what? We were all nervous for him. His body after the game felt like he played a game, but nothing with respect to the injury, which was extremely positive. The injury that he's dealt with. So very, very good. He was his normal soreness after a game. And I think you guys noticed he was pretty excited that he got through the game and was happy and felt back to normal. And Ticker, the same thing. His quote to me was he peeled the Band-Aid off, and felt good for him to get in there as well, and same. So,
what's the dynamic of Tuck, Krebs, Eakin coming back to the place they played and just want them to play their game and not be too amped on Buffalo?
Yeah, that is the trick, Mike. Just immerse in our game as a team, in their game, their individual identities as players. I think our team is in a good place for that. To support them in that initiative, I guess. So I'm excited for all three of them. Anderson, no respect to playing here and being a former player of Vegas, but it's similar. We want to work for these guys as a group, as a team, and play our game. And hopefully we make it a special night for all of those guys.
When Alex was here, it always seemed like he was knocking on the door of being a top six guy, that top guy. It seems like since he's gotten into the lineup, he's been that guy for you guys. Can you just kind of touch on just the kind of spark that he's provided for you?
Yeah, first of all, the depth that Vegas has, I think, is probably the biggest reason he maybe, if you say wasn't a top six guy here or a consistent top six guy, it's just the depth here. And, with us, we feel we have a lot of youth that is top six potential. But Alex he's clearly in a top six role. And obviously we're playing him lots of minutes, and minutes more than any other forward. So he's basically getting our top forward minutes, minute-wise, and he's earned it. He's earned it since he's been here, and he's earned it through his career. But I think, his work here prepared him for the challenge we presented to him. We need you to be a top six impact guy, and he's been that for us each night. So, it's a testament to his commitment through his career that he's able to just seize an opportunity right in front of him, and he's done a great job with it.
Peyton's also getting an opportunity. What have you thought about the way that he stepped in and, at his age?
He looks like, I went back and watched his games even in Vegas from earlier in the year, and he's a completely different player to me. Just watching him with us, his stride is different. How he carries himself is different. He's just got another level of confidence that he belongs, and he's making more plays, and he's much more dangerous because of it. So I think he's a guy that took the experience of playing here and in the NHL specifically, and has adjusted the way he needs to make his game better, and he's performed better with us. I mean, obviously, statistically, I don't know how many points he had here and how many games, but with us, he's just his last 5 games, you can see the trajectory he's going on. I mean, he's making plays and at a high level, and he's fit in very well with us.
So perhaps opposite of Krebs would be players like Olofsson and Asplund, and I'm curious whether you find yourself talking with them a lot, or or is it your assistant coaches? How are you all collectively trying to find a way to tweak them and return them to what we saw?
Yeah,
earlier?
there's when you mention Olofsson and Asplund, there's 2 components to things that could come in mind. Just straight out, how many goals have they scored or points, and then the secondary component is how are they playing. And I can tell you, both of them are playing hard, competitive, and better recently. And much like we talked about, Skinner over the course, you just keep doing that, and it's inevitable you will get rewarded. And they've kind of put the throttle down on their compete level. They've elevated that. They're responding the right way, and I have no doubt. They haven't scored, but recently they played well. That's what we need, and they need to keep playing well. And the signs are the way they compete in a practice, the way they prepare for a game. They're going to keep playing well, and eventually that is going to turn for them as far as converting. But I'm happy the last few games at the direction they've gone, and just have to keep doing it. Keep in mind, Victor's not on the first power play now. He slipped off of that, so that slot is different. So you can't expect him to score. He's not going to get all those scoring chances that he got there, and he's learned to deal with that in a competitive way, which is great. I like that response.
Thanks, Tom.
See you guys. Enjoy the day.